Hey y'all, welcome back to the Team Keen project. I'm in the middle of a repair, major surgery on the engine here. I'll tell you a little bit about that, but there's going to be another video on it. I'm waiting on parts. We see these for the very first time and they're kind of cool looking. They're blue, they're pretty. And even though they're blue and pretty, it doesn't tell the whole story. All of them to some degree have some grit right here in the roller tip, and it's really nasty feeling, which will lead to engine problems and rough idle, that kind of thing. It just doesn't feel right. So I decided to replace these anyway. I'm replacing them with some comp cams, chromoly 1.52 rockers. And what that means, these, they have no markings on them. I don't know who made them, and I don't know what size they are without measuring them. I could measure them, I suppose, but it's hard to get that right too. The measuring, that is, because the measurement that these would be, let's say on a stock Chevy 350, typically it'd be what they call a 1.5 ratio rocker. 1.5 ratio rocker. What that means is that there's a distance between here, which is 1, and then the distance between here and here, or the middle of that roller in the center of this trunnion, would be a different distance. But typically on a stock Chevy, that would be 1 plus 1.5. That's 1.5 ratio rockers. Okay. And what I bought, the comp cams chromoly Pro-Magnum chromoly. It's hard to say all that. Comp cams, comp, if you're watching, send me a hat. About the 1.52 rockers, roller trunnion, roller tip, so they're roller 1.52 rocker arms. And I also replaced the push rods with comp cams push rods, and I replaced the lifters with comp cams lifters, and actually that's what the problem was. I was trying to adjust the valves because they had this weird noise, and I'll explain a little bit about that. Lifter noise, you know, the tick tick ticking rattle when you start it up, and to me it just sounded like they were kind of loose, so I wanted to adjust them. And I went online, got the information I needed, I thought, from YouTube, anywhere. It depends on who you watch. When you do these valve adjustments on these roller rockers, there's a what they call a polylock right on the top of them that goes right here, and you just barely turn that when you get to the end, or to where it's almost tight. You just barely turn it, and it gets to what's called zero lash, where the push rod then is sitting on the lifter and then sitting here on the rocker. Okay, and all the slack is taken out. Alright, all the slack is taken out. It's just sitting there. It's not tight, pushed down. It's not pushed down and taking up anything in the lifter. It's called zero lash when you get it to just where there's no up and down play in the push rod. So what I was doing is I was trying to adjust those on the third try, I should say. What the information I've gotten from YouTube was, turn that, once you get to that zero lash, turn that 1/4 turn past zero lash, turn it 1/2 turn past zero lash, turn it 3/4 of a turn past zero lash, or just a whole turn past zero lash. And the first time I did it, I thought, well, you know what, that sounds like an awful lot of plus or minus. There's a lot of forgiveness there. Let me just go a half, see what I get there, and maybe it's a happy place to be. It was not a happy place to be. It was very unhappy. In fact, when I started the engine, it would barely run. It wouldn't idle. It was coughing, spitting, black smoke, just all kind of nastiness going on. And what I found out, these Comp Cam 858-16 lifters, they only take 1/8 turn past 0 lash. 1/8 turn. And on their website it says the tolerance that they have is 0.002 to 0.004. Maybe I'll do something to illustrate that, but that's not very far. Okay, when you're talking 0.002 to 0.004 inches, that's just, I don't know, thumbnail? I don't know. It's not very far. But anyway, on the third try, I was trying to get these things, still trying to get these things adjusted right. And I was pushing down on the rocker, on the side that rides on the push rod. I was pushing down and trying to get that lash. I went, wait a minute, that don't feel right. And it felt spongy. Okay? I went, spongy ain't good. It's supposed to be solid. The lifter should feel very solid. Oh great, I got a broken lifter. And sure enough, I took the intake manifold off, and this is what I found. This is what the lifter is supposed to look like. Okay? When it's all in one piece. And this is what I found. The retainer had popped off of it, and it had actually fallen off into the lifter valley because I'd pulled that push rod out, and it had just fallen out. Anyway, it goes down, compresses to the point where you can put that clip on it, and it all holds the thing all together. And then it only has, again, 0.002 to 0.004 movement in the stock when it's not in multiple pieces like this one is. This is bad. This is broke. Okay. Thus, I had to replace all the lifters, all the push rods. I was going to do the rocker arms anyway, and I'm right in the middle of that process. Now back to the car. A little bit more about the engine when it's built by Long Engine Works in Maryland. They put a Comp Cam's 12-242-2 cam in it, which is more cam than a factory original, but not in any way radical. And at the same time, they put those 858 hydraulic lifters in it, because that is a hydraulic lifter cam, which are, again, have a very tight tolerance on adjusting the valves. And believe me, I have kind of screwed that up a couple times, but I'm trying to get it right. I'm in the middle of it. I think I'm about to get a visitor here from my assistant Leo, who's part of Team King. Okay, buddy, get your stabilizers out. All right, stabilizers. Calls them stabilizers. Good word. Good word as any. Okay. I'm gonna hold that. I'm gonna advertise for Comp Cams. Fingers off the words. Look at that. Comp Cams. You can hold it around the edges. Again, Comp Cams, if you're watching, I'm using your parts. Cam, lifters, even went with your lifters after one broke, but, and I'll finish the U-Comp, I think I broke it. Comp 858-16 lifters and 7.8 push rods. And Comp, let me just get, I'm going to step right off this camera and I'm going to get the actual words here. We'll throw them all together. And if you want to, you can practice saying them, because I can't say them all together fast without tripping over them. There we go. Comp Cams, Ultra Pro Magnum XD roller rocker arms. Okay, they're chrome moly, which means they're metal. I did weigh them against the aluminum ones, and they don't weigh that much more. They are a little heavier. And right here on the Comp Cam's rock arm sheet, it'll tell you right on here, 1/8, 0 to 1/8 turn past 0 lash on those adjustments. So we just don't have a long way to go in adjusting those valves, and hopefully I got it right this time. Right, Leo? Okay. Thank you. Can you say hi to the camera, by the way?
Hi.
What do you think about the Camaro. What do you think about it?
I think the roller rockers might look more prettier.
You think these are prettier?
No, those are prettier.
Oh, he likes the new ones. The new ones are prettier. I agree, by the way, even though they're not aluminum.
I just really wanted to play with this when you talking.
Yeah, I know. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean that up for you. In fact, I'll give you a couple of these. You can have them for your room. You can play with them. He likes car toys. What can I tell you? Engine toys. In fact, the rosewood steering wheel that came out of this car, I'm going to. It was aftermarket, by the way. I'm going to put it together on a plaque for him in his room so he can play with that. Or use it to decorate his room. Aren't we going to do that with the steering wheel?
Yeah, but I want to make it low so I can spin it around. So.
Okay, we'll see if we can work that out. We'll make it where you can drive it. Say.
Vroom, 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 vroom.
Yeah, makes a vroom sound. It goes to go fast?
Yeah.
You like to go fast?
Yeah.
As I go along, I'm replacing different parts with factory original style, OEM style parts, and in fact that's what I'm waiting for now. So I had to take the intake manifold off of this car, which is sitting right there right now. And I found that the bolts that were holding the intake manifold in, however many there are, I can't remember, 8 or something like that. But one of them is an odd size, and that drives me crazy. You can't give me, with the OCD that I got, back those bolts and tell me to put that manifold back in. It drives me nuts. So I've ordered ARP hex bolts. I didn't buy the newfangled 12 points retro ARP hex bolts to put this manifold back in when we're finished. Now, this wraps this up for this video. I do have a teaser. One of the next videos we're going to produce, of course, me working on this thing and trying to get it right. Folly, hysteria, circus. I don't know how to describe it, except it's me doing it the way I do it, and please don't take it as me showing you how to do it. Because if you do it like I do it, you're going to be doing it like 3, maybe 4 times. You okay, buddy?
Yeah.
Oh, you want your rocket belt?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that. Here you are, right? So one of the next videos we're going to put together, or we're going to do, since I have it all apart, Anna and Leo are going to take a project on for me, since Leo really likes pushing buttons, and he likes numbers. They're going to actually do the compression test for me. So we're going to go through.
I like everything.
You usually like everything? Do you like numbers?
Yeah.
Do you like pushing buttons? Are you going to do the compression test? Okay. So they're going to do the compression test. I've already got the spark plugs out of it. I'm going to hook up the electric switch, disconnect the fuel, and we'll video that. Hopefully it passes the compression test. If it doesn't, I got a different problem. So, but we are going to do the compression test. I think it'll be fun for Leo to push the button and see how the engine kind of turns over with the valve covers on it and without the manifold on it. And you see the lifter valve, you can see everything move. And we'll get those numbers. They'll be interesting. So, teaser, that's our next video. Come back and see that one. Thanks for hanging around. See y'all next time.
Peace out.
Peace out.